And from the line, we do have Robin and Batman as they try and stand on this soft base here. And Nightwing. So, when I was playing with this a little bit earlier, I had the Robin cycle out. The Batman, the cockpits, now that I got them latched, open straight up. There's a seat belt for Batman. So we'll just put him in. So there's Batman's. Robin's cockpit is rather tight to get him in. With his legs, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see this on camera or not. Probably not. The cockpit going down in here tapers out, kind of tapers in quite a bit. So getting Robin's legs down in was kind of a pain. And I'm even having a hard time trying to get him in right now. So he doesn't want to kind of sit in really well. I don't think I have Batman properly seated in all the way. But yeah, Robin's legs, they just didn't make the cockpit wide enough because of the cycle. So he will sit in, but he sits a little crooked. And if I had Batman strapped in, there you go. So, I get that there. Nightwing is kind of the same way, although Robin, this cockpit is much wider. So to get Batman out of here, pretty much any of the figures will be able to slide down inside this cockpit as it's completely open down through here. It's just with Robin's cycle, as that just completely came off. So you can see there is a little bit of a manufacturing. You kind of see Robin's legs are really squeezed in tight there. Wouldn't call it a defect, I just think it wasn't enough foresight when they were building this. So I'm trying to put this back together. There we go. But that for the most part is that. Now there were a couple reasons why I got this Batmobile. One, I thought it was very cool to have for my figures to stand by. And got a nice big base for them for the Batmobile to stand on. So Batman and Robin and Nightwing look very cool standing next to the Batmobile. But I also thought, so we'll kind of slide them out of the way, to bring in the DC-UC figures to stand next to the Batmobile. I think they look equally as good next to the Batmobile also. Which, I'm not going to have anybody, obviously the DC-UC figures with their nice hard plastic capes are not going to sit in the Batmobile. And even with the Batman and Robin from the 2003 line, keeping them in the Batmobile, you know, the capes are going to get all folded and creased, especially Robin's, since it's two capes sewn together with the black, it's a little bit of hair there, black and yellow, so that would get all bunched up around him. So it's not that I'm going to be sitting on the floor playing with the Batmobile either. It's going to be basically for display to have my Batman figure standing behind. So also thinking of that, kind of move them out the side, could have Batman Arkham City figures standing next to the Batmobile. So the Batmobile is going to be a nice little backdrop for whatever type of Batman and Robin I decide to put them with. And we'll bring out two more here. So again, works very well with those, with any type of Batman and or Robin, or whomever you decide to put with the Batmobile. And to give you a little bit of a size comparison between Batmobiles, I try to pin this piece again. Pardon me one moment as I slide out of frame. Here is the Batmobile from Batman and Robin. Movie, as some people may be saying, boo. Yeah, the movie may not have been that great, but I thought this was a very cool Batmobile, and even for a toy I thought this was pretty good. I have the Batman Forever Batmobile and Batman the Animated Series also. This one's really kind of dusty. I'm missing my little front piece here. But kind of give you a size comparison of the two Batmobiles. And significantly, actually, I wouldn't say significantly, they're both very much in the same scale. The Batman Animated Series Batmobile is roughly the same length. So lengthwise, they're pretty close. But as you can tell from the front, obviously, very much wider. And this piece back here, I doubt I will keep on, as it looks a little funny. I get why they would have it on there, but traditionally there is no back wingspan. As I did drop the piece, now that I'm looking on the ground trying to find my other little piece, I can't find it, but the piece that does fit around here does fit around the figures, so they would kind of be looking, you know, like that, which I'm sure it's on the floor with all the cardboard and everything else. But there you go. Hopefully this review went a little long as I'm trying to piece everything together. But there is the 2003 Batmobile from Mattel. As most of us know, that these figures, this Batman line, was a precursor to the DC Superheroes line, which these two were in some initial waves, and then that turned into this Batman. So there you go, as they faint from seeing another Batman. But anyway, hopefully this, you know what, Batman and Robin, they don't want to stand next to the Batmobile, so they're not going to. So hopefully this review is okay, and it's been for you guys, okay for you to watch for the last review of 2011. So we're just going to end this right now. As always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues, signing off and saying we will see you guys next time.